Hi, Toby. How are you?
Hey Jared, how are you? I'm good.
I'm good. I feel like I just stepped into a painting. This is your living room, right?
Yeah, my backyard.
So I have a little reveal to show you. But first, I wanted to remind everyone what Pride in the Living Room is all about. So Pride in the Living Room was founded by Israeli LGBT task force Agudah in memory of the 2009 Tel Aviv Gay Center shooting and the Jerusalem Pride Parade stabbing in 2015. And this project was created as a way for LGBT Jews from around the world to share their stories, to encourage empathy and community. And all of that said, it is my pleasure to welcome Toby all the way from Sydney. And I actually have a little surprise for you. Does that look familiar?
It sure does. A Mardi Gras march.
From 2020 Mardi Gras March. I'm sure you can talk
Well,
about your
the whole
amazing
world went
work.
to hell afterwards.
Yeah, we snuck in just before it happened. So yeah, introduce yourself and tell us your story.
Toby, obviously from Sydney, um, and we're going to talk about my coming out story.
Take us all the way back to the beginning. Even if you didn't have the vocabulary at the time, when did you first start to feel different?
Year six generally is the time that you start transitioning from boy to man, um, and when you normally may start being interested in girls, you're not. You're still looking at guys, and yeah, so probably the year would have been about 2012 to 13, and there.
When did you start to put the pieces of the puzzle together? So you have these feelings, and then maybe the world is introducing the concept of gayness. And how did those two things sort of collide?
Well, I didn't really want to go telling people, or I didn't really want to confirm it within myself back then, and also just being mindful that my school was pretty small, that I didn't really want to have bullying go on and put it out to the world so that people could use it as fuel for any negative reason, because it will get around fast within a school. So it was really only the end of high school that I had to address that question, and it was actually more my mum that asked me more point blank, "Are you gay?" or approach that question. Although to be fair, she did probably know way before she asked me this question.
What makes you say that?
She's a very good dater. Is very observant with behaviors and um, yeah, just not switched off in that area. So just wanted to hear it from me. And when you were at before you come out, there's a lot of security going on, like preventing that information from being transmitted to the world, I suppose. You'd be denied if you were asked. And then once sort of do say yes to your parents, the security can sort of be lessened, and you don't have to be like sort of two different people. You be more yourself, in other words.
I've spoken with people who, before they really had larger conceptions about the world, that they were already playing with gender and showing attraction to the same sex. So I think parents always know. They always pick up signs.
Some do, some are oblivious, as I've learned that I don't know, for reasons they just are either in denial or don't want to know or haven't figured it out yet. And yeah,
What environment were you coming out into?
I guess secular progressive was a manual school in Randwick was where I was going to school. So they were, yeah, politically egalitarian, just allowing any Jews to be in the school, and that's totally fine. They'll teach the Jewish faith, but it's not drilled into you like more of the modern Orthodox Jewish day schools in Sydney. But Judaism does have those biblical texts built into it. So yes, the students were made aware of the man should not lay with another man kind of thing, but that's kind of it. But the school is always very inclusive, but probably more so now than back then. They've got more programs for people identified as LGBT. Lesser back then, but they still had a zero policy on bullying. So with that said, in that environment, I've met a few of the gay students who were gay. Back then, I was aware of it at school, but now I am aware. How to phrase this? We just didn't know that they were, if that makes sense. That was the way things were at school.
Yeah. So, have you thought about a partner, kids?
Of course, yes. Yeah. It's still an ongoing saga of trying to find someone that's the right fit. You can't look for perfection, and this mentality has changed a lot since school. You might like someone there, the way they looked back then, and then you leave school and try and find someone that does fit with what you thought was what you wanted, but then what you needed was not that. And then there's been, even to the current time now, that you've spent time with a person and they're really great on paper, at least. This is a friend, and you may wanted to go down the boyfriend path, but things you'd never considered, like they're lovely, but wouldn't it be nice if you could know their family too, or if they had a friends network that you could link groups with, and that's not always available or possible. There's a lot of families that either aren't aware their son is gay, or they're in a different country, or not in the same state. So it's kind of just knowing a small portion of who they are, is that's they're representing their family, but you don't get to know the rest of their network. It's just so yeah, things I didn't ever think of before. Even in that respect, now I've sort of changed my thinking and what I'd like to have with someone else. Is that, I mean, of course, there's the interest and the like-mindedness that I have in common, but then there's also the extra level of family and, yeah, that link.
I know that there's a lot of activity happening in Jewish gay, Jewish LGBT spaces in Sydney. Were you aware of any activity back in 2000?
Oh, no. There was obviously Mardi Gras, and I might have seen the parade come up on TV, and I was sort of interested in watching that, and sort of piqued my interest. But that was, I think, the limit for that gay world. that topic, yeah.
So now would you like to talk us through the coming out experience?
Wasn't okay, as a not that dramatic. I mean, I think end of year 12, Mum was, well, it was evening time, just asked me, I think, are you gay, or wanted to sort of investigate that topic more, and eventually, yes, I confirmed. I said yes. I think it's normal, fairly normal to be nervous about what answer you give, because I've heard stories of kids being evicted from their homes and disowned and nasty things like that. So you always have to tread cautiously with those kinds of answers. But my mum was totally supportive, and no drama happened, and she was fine with it. It might be a bit of processing time, but no, totally accepting. And most family members I'd have told, I love you and it's fine, or it's just okay, okay, whatever. Yes, not, yeah, it wasn't met with any animosity. Yeah, so that was very nice.
I've spoken with a lot of people over the past, throughout this project, and a lot of stories are quite drama filled. So it's really, really inspiring just to hear a story that doesn't have any drama, you know?
And that's probably a little unusual, yeah. It's very refreshing and surprising at the same time that grandmother, mum, dad, cousins were like, okay, fine.
I know that you're heavily involved in the Jewish community today through Dayenu, through Emmanuel Synagogue. Has Judaism always been a part of your life? Like, would you have been involved in a project like Dayenu years ago, or is that something you've come to recently?
It gets on our timelines that such a group had come into existence, and not for that long. I think they've been still a fairly young organization, even when I would have left school. They've been around for a little while, but the group that I joined wasn't actually, well, technically it was Dayenu, but they were called Young Dayenu, a spin-off of the original group. And we first met up, I think it's about 11 years ago, roughly now, in Double Bay, Wallara, for a potluck Shabbat dinner, I think it was. And since then till now, the group has changed and morphed a little bit, but there are its core group members that have still come along to our dinner meetups at my house, and they also appear at Mardi Gras year to year. So it's been very nice having that group to be with and a part of since then.
Sounds amazing. So for those out there who don't know what Dayenu is, how would you describe it?
Dayenu, or Young Dayenu, which is now changed its name to JQ Sydney, or Jewish Queer Sydney. So it's for young queer Jewish men mainly. It's a social group, is mainly what it is. Dayenu does the Mardi Gras marches to give confidence to other Jews that it's okay to be Jewish and gay, and there's a platform for that. And the group that I do or run just is to remain another support circle, and just socially that we can still be together and share a meal and converse. That's what it is to me. Dayenu, the other group that we spun off from, I guess is similar than they do, again, the social events, the Mardi Gras march, and of course the Mardi Gras dinner at Emmanuel Synagogue.
I know that dinner very well because
You
I was
spoke
actually I was a guest speaker, which was very exciting.
Yeah.
And I was able to march as well. So, Mardi Gras this year, incredible.
As always. Very, again, lucky it even ran.
How have you seen the diurnal pride marches evolve over time? Have different organizations, Jewish organizations, gotten involved? Has the vibe been different?
The vibes always remained electric and really amazing every year. That hasn't changed. The organization itself, the presidents that run or organize it, they change. So the standard of quality will change through the years. Sometimes less good, sometimes very, very good. I actually was a float builder one year. So I did this, I think the theme was Shine Your Light, and we had in the back of the ute a mannequin, which was pretty much like a menorah, and it was lit up. So basically there were LED garden lights on each of the 8 candle slots, and went up Oxford Street. Yeah, so that was we had days or only a few short weeks to figure out a concept design for the float, execute it, build it, provide it, and ship it for the Mardi Gras parade.
So you're actively involved in the march this year, yeah, in the planning.
I sort of play a support role and mostly just photographer and media.
My memories are filtered based on the photos that I've saved.
So I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years of Mardi Gras photos.
I'm intrigued. What's the oldest photo that you have?
Google Photos has found photos from 2012.
Do you have any of your old diurnal archives here?
Melbourne's gay group.
Jag?
Jag, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they ran a event called Juicy over 2 years. I did the second year, and I also did the graphic design, artwork, and the posters and marketing for it. And yeah, so that was another little event I participated in with them. And that was held in 2016.
I mean, JAG was before my time, but it stands for Jewish and Gay, run by the amazing Wayne Green, who now lives in America. So what are we looking at?
We've got Wayne Green and Brenda in this photo. That was Juicy. A few of these photos are from my own dinners at my house I'm showing. More recently, this one. That was this year.
Do you have any photos of me in here?
That's your birthday here.
This was my birthday Zoom when Corona first started. Wow. It's the same shirt.
The same shirt.
Oh my god. Wow.
So there's your archive.
My god. There's photos I've never seen before. Wow. Yeah, that's me.
That's the beginning of our meetup. So that was Feb 28. That's the actual, is that the actual photo?
I want to ask, so you are a designer, you're an artist. Do you express your gay identity or your Jewish identity through your art?
Not really. It's not really my direction. Sorry, it's a very short answer, but no, it's not really. Actually, I can explain actually my shirt and my wallpaper and that they are my artworks. So I kind of follow more of a impressionistic color palette, but also just art that's easy to relate to, that's not too abstract in its nature. For Aussie animals and landscapes, yeah, that's mostly it.
Mm. What event would you love to take photographs at?
Yeah. It's a very good question, but and it usually just like revolves around food and dinner parties and or lunches. I mean, we and that we have done. I think what could we do?
I mean, food's always good. Food never goes out of style.
We already have, you know, the parade in March. I don't, and could you do an LGBT Jewish comedy show, a comedy act or something like that? To speak truth and to digest that stuff is sometimes best done through comedy, but in a sensitive way, just to kind of discuss those issues with the community. You happen to be Jewish and you're an artist and you are in an art show, that kind of way of thinking.
Mm. Yeah, I think there's an untapped resource of gay Jewish themed humor, looking at the similarities, the differences.
Loads of, you know, gay humor and Jewish humor that could be explored, and then fusing together with.
That fusion sounds really exciting. Make it happen. Make it happen.
I don't. Now I'm talking about it.
This video will be held in posterity, so we'll be able to see if you were successful or not.
Actually, I think our friend Jonathan David actually, I didn't talk to him about this, but he actually sent me an invitation about doing stand-up comedy. So I didn't realize he was a comedic person, but apparently he's performing in such a show. So maybe this idea isn't totally impossible.
Sounds good to me. I think that's a pretty exciting way to wrap up our time together. So looking at your whole story, there is no story. You know, there is no drama, there is no massive conflict, it's just you zooming through life and you know, doing the amazing things you're doing. Not necessarily shouting to the world, oh, look at me, I'm Jewish, I'm gay, just being a person. And that's pretty down inspiring, I think.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it was nice to talk about it with you, investigate it more, and share some of the past memories of the group and Mardi Gras and your birthday. And it's only been a few months, but it's been, you know, great to know you and be involved with your different projects and the LGBT Pride Shabbats you were holding on Zoom.
So I just want to thank you, Toby, again for sharing this time with us at Pride in the Living Room. Do you have any final thoughts, any final messages about your journey?
Keep on going. Keep creating.
In that case, I'll just say, here's to sharing our story in this moment and many more moments in the future. Thank you, Toby.
Thank you, Jared. Good to have you.
So I would love to... There.
So again?
I can go on the bloopers.